in the recent times, there has been a lot of supply chain problems and because of issues like wars and everything going on. So how has TDK Electronics adapted to global economic change like this and supply chain disruptions, fluctuating raw material costs, etc.?
The most important part is the missing part. So if you do not have one raw material, the whole operation is stopped. So our efforts have been very much focused on getting alternative materials and also alternative suppliers. We used to say that if you are not thirsty, you do not find a fountain. So we used to see problems turn into opportunities. People are everything in our companies because at the end of the day, people are getting the things done. And what our employees have demanded is more communication. We are sharing our goals, we are sharing our targets, engaging them and making them participate in our achievements. I think this, together with empathy, putting ourselves in their shoes, brings all together. And we are sure that the success of TDK is coming just because of this.
I'm pleased to introduce our guest this month, Mr. Andrés Fernández, a seasoned professional with over 25 years of international experience in the electronics manufacturing industry. Born in Madrid and holding a bachelor's degree in physics from the Universidad Complutense of Madrid, he began his career in 1995 in Malaga with Siemens Matsushita's R&D department in the film capacitor division. Throughout his career, he has held several pivotal roles, including positions in SMD capacitor development, raw material approval, process engineering management in Brazil, global purchasing, global R&D management for DC film capacitors, and operation management at both plant and global levels. His extensive experience also includes serving as the Business Division Energy Solutions Manager and as the CEO and COO of the Malaga plant. Recognized for his corporate mindset and international profile, Mr. Andrés is known for his strong leadership, entrepreneurial spirit, and strategic business acumen. He is highly focused on strategy development and goal achievement, with a deep commitment to team engagement and turning around low-performing units. I welcome you, Mr. Andrés, to this podcast.
Thank you very much, Agrani, for your introduction. I'm very pleased to meet you here.
Right. So, Mr. Andrés, I'll start with the first question. So, what are some of the emerging trends you believe will shape the future of electronic components manufacturing? And how is TDK positioning itself to capitalize on these opportunities?
Well, the future of electronic components is basically following the trends of our end applications, which are automotive, industrial, renewable energies, etc. And they go for, on one hand, more stringent conditions, because, for instance, in automotive, the thermal cycle, the higher temperatures, and so forth. From the tendency of going in the power electronics, going to more sophisticated or high advanced semiconductors like silicon carbide, they go to higher switching frequencies, which automatically go to high ripple currents and higher temperatures. So these are some of them. Also, we try to participate in the value chain of our customers, bringing some compact designs, reducing size, and also integrating capacitors into other in systems, so to say, adding bus bars or whatever that we can provide a value to our customers.
Okay, that's great. Okay. And what are the latest innovations that TDK is doing in the area of film capacitors?
Well, as you were saying, I am responsible for the business division Energy Solutions, which complies through PEG high power capacitors, PEG low power capacitors, and power factor corrections. But in general, our innovations are driven by our customer pains. So we want to solve the pain of our customers and we want to bring solutions to our customers. And they are following the technical trends that I have just mentioned. So just to name some of them, in the area of DC film capacitors, which is not my direct area of responsibility, but I am aware of, in the area of automotive capacitors, bringing high temperature DC film capacitors or high humidity resistance DC film capacitors. More in the area of power electronics, like is my case, we are going in the area of preparing ourselves for the new silicon carbide semiconductors, which are products like MKPDC, the cylindrical shape, which are suitable for higher frequencies. And the most relevant, I would say, in terms of innovation, more breakthrough, I would like to highlight the MODCAP for power electronic high power capacitors, which is a new modular innovative product, which is combining the high current capabilities also together with a high compactness.
Okay. And another thing is sustainability. Now, this is this is a very talked about topic. So, how is TDK approaching sustainability in its manufacturing processes, and what innovations are you most excited about in this area?
I'm glad that you have asked me because TDK embraces very much the sustainability commitment, so to say. And we have basically two pillars. One of them is on the operational side. So from the operational side, all individual plants of TDK are taking continuous challenges and commitment to reduce the energy consumption and to use green energy. Also, special efforts are being done, for instance, in Malaga, just to name some of them, to put renewable energies to provide the electrical source to our plant. Today, in Malaga, for instance, 100% of the energy that we consume is green, and 25% of our energy consumption is coming from our solar panels that we have installed over the last years. And it is in line with TDK commitment of making the consumption of energy lower but green. So this is on one hand, in terms of operations, but also the sustainability is also bring us some opportunities for product design and product development. And I'm very glad to see that TDK, and especially TDK Malaga, has been pioneering in bringing bio-PP into its product, and we have totally put it or integrated into the MODCAP, the product that I have just mentioned. So the bio-PP is a polypropylene that it is not coming from the full, it is full-free polypropylene. So it is coming from recycled oil, from vegetable oil, and it is a sign of the full commitment of TDK with sustainability. And this is especially we have implemented in the MODCAP, and it is a sign of commitment of TDK for the sustainability.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So, Mr. Andres, you also mentioned that you are managing, you obviously CEO of the Malaga plant, and also sometimes you have great experience in managing teams across regions. So, how do you maintain effective communication and alignment with company goals when you're managing teams across geographies?
Granny, this is a very sensitive topic, but this is a key topic because people come first. I believe all the companies have made a change of mind, so we are very much focused on the people. People are everything in our companies because at the end of the day, people are doing the things, are getting the things done. So people are selling our product, people are designing our products, people are manufacturing our products, and people are purchasing the raw materials. So people are everything. So people come first. So we have, in order to engage them, we have also taken some initiatives to increase the engagement level of our employees. And what our employees have demanded is more communication. Communication is never enough. And we have made along the last years strong efforts to communicate the strategy to all the employees so that we are rowing all of us in the same direction. We are sharing our goals, we are sharing our targets, engaging them and making them participate in our achievements. So I think this, together with empathy, putting ourselves in their shoes and changing a little bit the management style, not from dictatorship, but more a human leadership, brings all together. And we are sure that the success of TDK is coming just because of this.
Okay. Yeah. And so then, Mr. Andres, my last question. So, in the recent times, there has been a lot of supply chain problems, and because of, issues like wars and everything going on. So, how has TDK Electronics adapted to global economic change like this and supply chain disruptions, fluctuating raw material costs, etc.?
Yeah, we used to say that if you're not thirsty, you do not find a fountain. So we used to see problems turn into opportunities. And it is especially in these bad times, like the ones that we have just closed with them, well, not closed, but with the geopolitical disruptions and shortages in the raw material, we have taken this as a must. So now it is the time to approve local suppliers, approve new materials, so that you always get an alternative to these disruptions. And probably something that we have not this some of these activities we would have not started earlier. But now we understand that was the time, that was the challenge that we had in front of us. Because the most important thing, the most important part is the missing part. So if you do not have one raw material, the whole operation is stopped. So our efforts have been very much focused on getting alternative materials and also alternative suppliers.
Okay. Yeah, I think, in Europe, especially, I've seen that not a lot of people are even now open to kind of, finding alternative solutions to me, which is just surprising because given the situation, I think it's very prudent that we do find alternate supplies of critical raw materials, especially. So,
And
yeah,
in
I
some
think,
cases, Granny, we have also, as you might know, we verticalize some of our activities, like for instance, in the metallization part, because metallization is part of our process now. It is an essential part, and this know-how we have taken inside, and we invest more and more in in-house metallization.
that's great. Yeah. All right, Mr. Fernandez, it was really nice talking to you and have a very nice day. And thank you for being a part of this podcast.
Thank you very much, Agrani. Very glad to participate, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in person.
Yeah, same here. Same here.